Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long, where a normal Reiki session with me does last an hour. So, this is just enough so that you can have a personal experience with Reiki for yourself and figure out if this is something that you would like to have more of in your life or not. After we do the Reiki micro session, then we'll be moving on to questions. And that's where you get to ask whatever's on your heart or whatever's on your mind. And I'll see what I can do about finding some answers for you with the tarot cards and psychically. I do not do mediumship style questions here. I think that those are very private. So they also can be very emotional. So I just don't feel like this is the forum for that. But other than that, questions are all on the table. Okay. Let's see. So, getting back to the Reiki, for those of you who don't know what it is, Reiki is a Japanese word that means universal life force energy. And so, when you're receiving a Reiki session, or in this case, a Reiki micro session, what's happening is your Reiki practitioner or your Reiki master is channeling universal life force energy or Reiki energy into your aura and into your body to help dissolve any obstacles that are keeping you from meeting the goals that you're reaching for. Most people that know of Reiki know of using it for healing. So, um, dissolving any obstacles that keep you from actually keep healing up in some type of situation. So, Reiki can be used to help with healing. It can also be used to help with anxiety, with emotions in general. It can be helped. It can be used to help with relationship situations. And it can be used to help with financial situations. I've seen great success in all of these. So there's a lot that we can use the Reiki for. What I'm setting the intention for each of you who watches this video is for financial increase and also for whatever is for your highest and best interest today. Okay. Um, yeah. Oh, last thing you need to know about Reiki is because it is energy, universal life force energy. It's not limited by time or space, which is why you can watch this video after I'm done with the live part of it, and you can still get just as much benefit from the Reiki. And that's also why I can be in northeastern Missouri and send this Reiki out to you, and you will be able to benefit from it wherever you are in the world. Okay, so I think we've talked enough. Let's just get this Reiki started, shall we? All right, so we're starting Reiki at 56 after the hour. That means that we will finish up at 01 after the next hour. Thank you for the thumbs up. Whoever did that, I appreciate it. Welcome to those of you who are here. I do see there's 3 of you in the room, although nobody said hi yet. We're still glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. You're certainly welcome to be here. If you just want to be quiet and chill, that's all good too. This is a great time if you have questions about Reiki. This is a great time to ask those questions while I'm actually doing the Reiki for you. Totally open to answering whatever you may have. Four more minutes left of the Reiki. It's a beautiful day here. It feels like Saturday. I have the windows open. The weather is wonderful. Life is good. Thank you for that thumbs up, whoever's done that. You guys don't be shy. If you have something you want to say or something you want to ask about with the Reiki, feel free to go ahead and throw it up in the chat. We still have 2 more minutes of Reiki left. Ezra, hey, glad you're here, my dear. Welcome back. Esa Thora, hello, hello. So sure, your intention can be focused completely on physical healing. Are you taking iron supplements? Angela Lukes, hello, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. How are you, honey bunny? I think we're also, Isabel, we're going to set that intention also to help you to mitigate that fear by coming up with a plan of what to do about your situation to alleviate it. One more minute left on the Reiki. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody, and thank you for sharing this video with others who may find it helpful as well. Both of those help with the logarithm here. Also, thank you for your comments, both now and thank you for your comments for those of you who are watching after the broadcast has completed. All right, let's wrap up the Reiki. And now let's start with questions. I'm going to turn on my timer, see what we got. Okay, 5 minutes of questions commencing now. What would Spirit like Angela Lukes to know for this weekend? You am. You are, I should say. You're quite welcome, Isathora. What would Spirit like Angela to know for this weekend? Best advice or guidance for Miss Angela Lukes? Okay, Miss Angela, you start off with the links. And the links is one that basically says it shows you keeping your balance even in a precarious situation, right? This a lot of times applies financially just as well as in every other way of life too, by the way. To a vessels, there's something coming along that is happy, something that you're attracted to. You want to focus on those things that you're attracted to and that bring you happiness as you think about them or as you participate in them. And then we have the horse in reverse. The horse in reverse just gives you a heads up that that you are not staying within your budget. Basically, you're living outside of your budget by the time you get to the end of the weekend. Okay, so this could be spending money on credit. This could be not doing what you need to do to bring money in. This can manifest a lot of different ways, but this is a heads up. Now, when we get a heads up like this, then what should we do? We should try to change that energy. So whatever we can do to help ourselves so that this doesn't become an issue by the end of the weekend is what we want to do. Okay. I don't know how much you can do, but if you can do something, that would be good. You received a call from an interview tomorrow, but worried because already working in the meantime. What is the advice? So basically, Ezra, you want to know if you should go to this interview tomorrow? Is that the advice? You're quite welcome. Received a cover. Okay. Is it a good idea for Ezra to go ahead and go to this interview that is scheduled for tomorrow? Is this a good idea for Ezra? Wow, Spirit is shouting yes. And I'll tell you why Spirit is shouting yes. Well, why I say Spirit is shouting yes. So when I lay down my yes or no cards, I lay down 5 cards for a yes or no question. Of cards, all my even numbers and all my major arcana are yeses. All my no's are court cards and odd numbered cards. So you got a yes, and I say that it's a yes that's being shouted because every single card out of the 5 came up as a major arcana. The odds of that in a deck that's well shuffled, which mine is, pretty slim, pretty slim. So they're shouting yes. Now, here is some more details so you kind of know what we're looking for here and what you're looking at here. First of all, we've got the stag showing up in reverse. This tells me that there's somebody in your sphere of influence already with narcissistic tendencies. This may be your current supervisor or current boss, and they're not going to be very happy that you miss work. Well, we're not surprised by that, are we? Okay. Shaman in reverse basically means there's nothing that you're going to be able to do to make this person happy that you missed work. The pole star in reverse. This guy's going to have you questioning your own judgment about going to this interview because they're going to be leaning so hard on you. Now, you've got the green woman. I think that this interview is going to go incredibly well. They are going to see you as their ideal candidate. And the ancestor, you're going to have to choose whether you want to keep working where you are or whether you want to take this position. That's the way I see that going. So yes, I think it's a very good idea for you to go on that interview. Let's see. Thank you, Asathora. Asathora started an online business, but it came to a halt. There's the timer. So this is going to be the last question I ask, unless you guys are willing to do super chats and do an energy exchange. This will be the last question that I answer today. Asathora, I started an online business, but it came to a halt due to my present medical challenges. When will I be able to resume my business endeavor? Thank you. Will Asathora be able to resume their business endeavor by the end of the month of November? What about December? I think you're going to start working on it right at the end of December, right before New Year's, but I don't see continuing forward with it very long. I think you're really actually pushing to be able to do that. To resume to the level of activity that you had before, you were looking at March. I do see in January some action taking place, a little at the beginning of the month, a little at the end of the month. In February, I see some action taking place more in the 3rd week and 4th week of the month. And in March, I see you being back up to snuff. Back up to the amount of energy and effort you were putting into that, Asathora. Okay. Angela Lukes. All right. Roderick, hey, welcome. Namaste. I'm fantastic, my dear. How are you? You're quite welcome, Ezra. Romy, hello. we've finished our 5 minutes. We're in the point where if you want a question answered here, we're doing super chat. But if not, that's fine too. Super chat is never required, but always appreciated. And if you want to have a question answered in a more private format, Romy, I know you know, but for everybody else, you can get a 1 or 2 question reading straight up from my website. So I think we've got everything covered here today. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Glad to see some of your faces that I haven't seen for a while. And Asa Thora, welcome, welcome. I think it's the first time I've seen you in here. We're glad you're here. Everybody, enjoy your weekend. It is Friday. Yay. Thank you for the thumbs ups, for the shares, for the comments. And of course, thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions. And to those of you who do super chat whenever you have the chance. I do appreciate you all. And it is because of all of your support that I'm able to do what I love to do for my living. So thank you very much. Everybody have a fantastic weekend.